Hello, everyone. Welcome to Everything Football. The international break is finally over. Thank goodness. Premier League football is back, which means the prediction show is back as well. And my guest for today from GGMU TV, we have James. How are you, man?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
I'm very, very good. Good to have you on. We've worked with James before on GGMU TV. Sometime last season, I think United were playing against Arsenal, but he's back now on my channel. We had his counterpart last week. That's REUBEN, and I absolutely destroyed him in the predictions, James. I think I beat him like 12-3 or something. Let's hope I beat you as well, but hopefully you do better, but let's hope we beat you as well. In the current standings so far this week, there's been 7 match weeks. I've lost 4, as you can see, and I've won 3 times, including that one with REUBEN. I'll keep on saying that so that when you watch this, you realize I beat him. So 4-3 is what it's done. Let's see if James is going to make it 5-3, or I'm going to bring it back to 4-4. So 10 games to predict this week, James. As always, the rules are if you predict a 1-1 and the game ends in a 1-1, you get 3 points. If you predict 2-2 and it ends in a 2-2, 3 points. If you predict, let's say United are going to win 2-1 and you win 1-0, you still get 1 point for predicting the correct result. So some bonus points available at the end as well, but we'll get to that. So the first game of this week, we are going to have Watford against Liverpool, a very big game. Ranieri's first game for Watford, and Liverpool looking to, I think they're top of the table right now, going to top of the table, so they're looking for a win. Which team do you think will win this one?
I feel like Liverpool will definitely win it. We saw a couple of years ago, or a year ago, Watford beating Liverpool 3-0, but I don't think the same will happen this year. I feel like Liverpool, they're unbeaten this year. They're on a good run, and I think they'll carry that momentum on to this game week. So I think Liverpool will beat Watford, get revenge, and beat them 3-0.
3-0. Wow, that's such an easy result for them. I was going to point out the result you pointed out as well. 2 seasons ago, they beat them 3-0. I think Watford won 3-0. I think Watford will get a goal. I think Liverpool will be missing a couple of players. I think Alisson, Fabinho, all the Brazilians because of them playing in Brazil, I think tomorrow night or something crazy like that. So I'm going to go for Liverpool to win this game by 2 goals to 1. So I'll win for Liverpool either way. The next game is going to be Manchester City and Burnley. Now, James, the last 3 times this game has taken place, City has won 5-0, 5-0, 5-0. Can you see another 5-0 here?
I'm not too sure. I think Man City will definitely win, but I think 5-0. That's going to be really hard. I know Man City beat Arsenal 5-0. However, I feel like this will happen with Burnley. I think there'll be a 3-1 win to Man City.
3-1 win to Man City. Wow, I cannot see Burnley scoring. So I'm going to go for City 4, Burnley 0. 4-0 win for Manchester City. The next game, it's you guys, James. It's you guys. Leicester against Manchester United. I think last season you drew this game 2-2, if I'm not wrong. I think Vardy equalized late on. Do you see another draw? Do you see United getting back to winning ways after a couple of poor results?
I generally see another draw. I think this game for Man United, it all revolves around what lineup Ollie puts out, and I really don't see Ollie putting a good lineup out. I feel like Leicester will be strong. They'll come into this strong. They've been strong this season. They've had a few good games, a few bad games, but I think at this point of the season, they'll gain momentum and finish in a good stage. I feel like Man United, if we're struggling against sides like Aston Villa, Everton, I feel like we've not got that momentum to beat Leicester. So I think it'll be a draw, and I'm going to go for a 1-1 draw.
I'm genuinely kind of worried for whoever is going to play at centre back. I know Maguire and Varane are out. Lindelof and Bailly against Vardy, I'm genuinely worried about them. But I think Leicester have not been great as well this season. So I'm going to go for another draw, a repeat of last season, 2-2 draw between Leicester and Manchester United, 2-2 draw. The next one at the same time, 3 o'clock kickoff, it's going to be Southampton against Leeds. Obviously, I think both teams, I think they're currently on 16th and 17th in the table. Do you think one team is going to get 3 points finally here?
I think one side will win. Leeds, they've not had the best of starts this season. Southampton, they have been winning a few games. I think, is it the drew to Manchester City, if I'm not wrong? But
Yep.
I feel like I just have a feeling that Southampton will get the 3 points, and I'm going to go for a boring 1-0 win, Southampton.
1-0 win, so no goal for Leeds. I'm going to sit on the fence again here. I'm going to go for a high-scoring game against Southampton 2, Leeds 2. And then I think the final game on the 3 p.m. kickoffs, I think it's going to be a derby, Aston Villa against Wolves. Now, Wolves just picked it up recently, and Aston Villa obviously beat you guys at Old Trafford. So do you think they'll have a repeat of that result against Wolves?
I think it'll be an exciting game. I think it'll be close. Both sides, I wouldn't say Wolves are doing as well as Aston Villa in the league this season, with Aston Villa's new signings of obviously Danny Ings, Bailey. However, I feel like Wolves, I don't feel as if they're going to let Aston Villa win. And I'm going to go for a surprising 2-1 Wolves win.
I'm not sure it's going to be that surprising, but yeah, I think they've been on very, very great form. But I'm going to go for the opposite. This could be the game that either wins it for you or wins it for me. I'm going to go for Aston Villa 2, Wolves 1. I'm going to start on the next one. I'm going to start on Brentford and Chelsea. Brentford so far this season in the London derbies. Obviously, they beat Arsenal. They beat West Ham last time out. They drew with Liverpool, not a London derby, but they drew with Liverpool. They also drew with Crystal Palace in another London derby. Chelsea lost 2 of their last 3 games before the international break, although it was against Juventus and City. I think Chelsea will get a win, but it's going to be a tight one. I'm going to go for Chelsea 3, Brentford 2. How about you?
I feel like Brentford have been doing well. I can't knock them, but it's Chelsea. You know, they've got Lukaku against like Janssen. I really don't feel as if it will be a match, and I feel like I only see Chelsea winning this. I mean, Brentford have been doing well, but not well enough to beat Chelsea. So I'm going to go for a 3-0 Brentford. 3-0. Sorry, Chelsea win.
I'm sure you'd love a 3-0 Brentford win, though. I'm sure you'd absolutely love a 3-0 Brentford win. The next one, I think the games will be on Sunday. The first one will be Everton against West Ham. What a game. But I think Everton's still missing Richarlison, still missing Calvert-Lewin, and Antonio on fire for West Ham, Ben Rama on fire for West Ham. I'm actually going to go for a West Ham win, 2-1 to West Ham. How about you?
Yeah, I agree. I think West Ham will beat Everton 2-1. They've got 2 massive losses, Everton. Richarlison and Dominic Calvert-Lewin. And I think the creativity up front, yes, they do have Demarai Gray, but I think we saw it in the Man U game as well. Although Everton, they did get the draw, there wasn't much creativity up front, and I think that's what's going to get West Ham the win. So I'm going to go for 2-1 West Ham win.
2-1 to West Ham. Okay, the next game on Sunday is going to be Newcastle. I feel wrong calling them Newcastle. These are the money machine, Newcastle against Tottenham. Do you feel the new ownership, although obviously the money hasn't come in yet, do you think there will be a bounce straight away from the players?
I think there'll be good energy within the Newcastle squad. Of course, they've not signed the Haaland and Mbappe yet, so it's not like it's going to be a 10-0 win. However, I do think there will be a good positivity around the squad. So I still think Tottenham will win, but I don't think as much after the takeover. So I'm going to go for a 2-1 Tottenham win.
2-1 Tottenham win. Now, obviously, for obvious reasons, I'm not the biggest fan of Tottenham. I think they'll win, though. I think they'll win 2-0. I can't see Newcastle getting anything from this. For some reason, I jumped over one game from Saturday. That was Norwich against Brighton. You could see why. I'm going to go for Norwich 1, Brighton 2. Easy as that. Brighton to win 2-1. How about you?
It's not going to be as an exciting game as I wished, but I see a boring 0-0 draw. I feel like both sides, they don't have that much creativity. Of course, Brighton, they are the favourites to win as it's Norwich, but I'm not sure. I'm going to go for a 0-0, sit on the fence, and yeah, hopefully I get it right.
Do you think Brighton can get top 7 this season?
What was that again? Sorry.
Do you think they'll get top 7 this season, or do you think they'll fall off?
I think they will fall off. I think in the big teams have taken big steps this season. Even Arsenal, they've taken a step. The Tottenham, they've taken a step. Everyone's taken steps up, and I don't see Brighton. They haven't taken that step up yet, so I feel like they'll fall off.
Okay, and the last game on Monday, try to be nice, James. Before that, I'll start. Arsenal against Crystal Palace. I'm going to go for, I don't know, Vieira against his former club. I think it's going to be a tight one. I think the last 3 times Crystal Palace have gone to the Emirates Stadium, Arsenal hasn't won once. Crystal Palace beat them once, and I think there's been 2 draws. So I'm going to go for Arsenal 2, Crystal Palace 1. How about you?
I feel like Arsenal will definitely win. I think they've been playing well recently. The start of the season wasn't great, but we have to bear in mind at the start of the season they'd play Man City, Chelsea. So it's not easy to beat the Man Cities and Chelseas. But however, I do think they'll beat Crystal Palace. I feel like past games, when it comes to this week's fixtures, they don't matter. It's about how the team plays this week and only this week. So I think Arsenal will win 2-0 against Crystal Palace.
So, Neil, I'll absolutely love that, obviously. So those are your 10 predictions from the games. Let's get to the bonus questions. The first question is one player to definitely score. 10 games to pick from, James. Almost 500 players to pick from. Choose whoever you want. Last week, REUBEN went for Ronaldo. He obviously didn't score. He didn't even start the game. So which one are you going for this time around?
I mean, I have to focus in on that Man City and Burnley and the Liverpool and Watford. I feel like with Manchester City, they're always rotating their players around. So it's not definite who will play. It could be Ferran Torres, or it could be Jesus, maybe it's Grealish doing the scorers. So you have to be safe on the Liverpool game and go for Salah to definitely score.
Salah to definitely score, and I think he scored like 6 goals against Watford, if I'm not wrong. He even scored a hat-trick a couple of seasons ago. He's been playing very well this season. He could be a contender, a very, very serious contender for Ballon d'Or this season. I think he could win it this time round. I'll help you on the City one. I think Ferran Torres is out for 1 month from what I'm hearing, so a bit of few decisions. Gundogan is back, so literally it could be anyone. But for me, I'm going to focus on the Chelsea game, and I'm going to go for a surprise one. I'm going to go for Timo Werner to score. Timo Werner, Timo Werner of all people to score against Brentford away from home. He's been on good form the last 4 games for country and club. I'm going to go for Werner to score. And the last question is total number of goals this match week. 10 games, how many goals in total will be scored? It sounds hard, but this season one of my guests actually got it spot on. I think he predicted 25 and there are 25 goals. Crazy. But how many are you going? It could be 15, it could be 40.
I can't remember all my predictions, so I can't really add them up. So
yeah,
I'm going to have to go for hard one, really. I'm going to have to go for 31.
31 goals. I am going to go for a few lower than you. I'm going to go for 27 goals. 27 goals. I think there are a couple of games there that will have a lot of goals. City, Burnley, Leicester United, Brentford, Chelsea. You could get 15 goals from just those 3 games. So those are your predictions for match week 8. As I said, the Premier League is back finally. I'll leave James' link in the description. Make sure to go and subscribe to him. Great job you've been doing on GGMU TV. They're about to hit 1,000 subscribers, so make sure to go subscribe there as well. Let's hope I beat James and I make it 4-4. If he beats me, it's going to be 5-3 to the guest. Let's hope not, though. As of now, thank you for watching. Keep staying safe, and I'll catch up with you guys on the next one.